Hi guys, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this week's Facebook card reveals for you all. So, if you were drawn to card 1, you have got the energy of the Two of Swords coming in. Now, when the Two of Swords shows in tarot, it's all about feeling a little bit torn. It's almost feeling a little bit kind of pulled in directions. Definitely a sense of feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit consumed at times with the physical world around us. So it sometimes feels like a little bit of, almost having like the devil and the angel on your shoulder and being sort of pulled into two different sort of pathways. So it might feel at times like you're torn between following your head and your heart and what you should do. Now, for those of you that caught my YouTube guidance reading for December time, if you haven't, like I say, it's on my YouTube channel, go and check it out. The Two of Swords came up this month for our lessons card. So that's quite interesting that it's coming in again. And I think that, when I've been talking to people and having conversations with clients in readings and things of this nature, a lot of people are feeling very overwhelmed, a lot of people are feeling very confused, and a lot of people are feeling quite conflicted. And this is the other thing, sometimes the Two of Swords, it is that crossover of energy. It can be feeling a little bit at times conflicted in your ideas, your belief patterns, things of this nature, or just the pressures of the outside world, because maybe you're not conforming to what everybody else is doing and feeling a little bit kind of overwhelmed or a little bit caught up in that energy. But the great thing with this card, even though sometimes we perhaps think the energies of this and almost make this more of a problem than it needs to be, usually this is about a steady flow of energy wanting to come in for you. And even though you might be met with something that might feel a little bit consuming, a little bit challenging, a little bit overwhelming for you, it's usually about a gentle flow of energy. It's usually sort of suggesting and saying things will be quite smooth moving forward, and it's encouraging you to take action. This is a really important time to sort of sing and dance to the rhythm of your truth, your magic, to sort of do what works for you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. They'll do what accommodates and works for them best. But this is a really important time to do what makes you happy, what works for you, and what you believe in ethically with the external world as well. Okay, so don't get pulled into that peer pressure or that manipulation from anybody, And this could be with so many things. This could be around relationships, work, circumstances, situations, the way the external world is working at the moment with all of this stuff with COVID and various vaccinations and all of that. It could be a little bit of that as well. But it's a really, really important time to just focus on where you have power, where you have magic, where you can make a difference, and not get kind of caught up into all of this unnecessary stuff, if possible. Now then, if you've been drawn to card 2, we're going into the energy of the Chariot. So as picturesque by the beautiful Cruella de Vil here. So the Chariot is about actively moving forward. It's usually about really investing, really kind of, going after your hopes, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and full steam ahead. Now, she looks a little bit sort of scary in this sort of version of the tarot, and I'm not saying that you need to go in all guns blazing with anything, but if you are feeling like you're caught in a little bit of fear or anxiety or just a bit concerned, will things come good? Believe in yourself, because the Chariot sometimes starts off a little bit slow, but very quickly the wheels start to turn and things start to amplify quite quickly. There always has to be a starting point with any sort of form of investment, and once you start to sort of acknowledge that and access that, things can evolve, things can work for you. So this is a really, really interesting kind of card. It's a really positive card about, moving forward. Potentially, as well as this being within a sort of, career change or a work dynamic, or could be around a relationship. Sometimes the Chariot is known for changes within a home. So it could be that some of you are perhaps actually starting to make changes with the physical home, redecorating. It could be that some of you are physically about to move into a new property or leave an old property. So we've got a change of dynamic there. But it's all about actively investing in yourself, putting your best foot forward, and like I say, grabbing the sort of new adventures as and when they show themselves. So it's a really powerful time of growth and transformation. So if you are pondering or putting things off, or knowing that you need to now make a change to move forward, actively do it, access this, because that's what this card is wanting for you, and great stuff can happen. Now then, if you were drawn to card 3, really interesting, we've got the Magician. The Magician was the card that came out with the YouTube video for the week ahead, and he's coming in again. So this is really cool, this is really interesting. When the Magician shows, it's all about harnessing an independent, unique magic that is very bespoke and is very kind of, unique to you. So it won't be something that everybody has access to. It won't be something that everybody else is doing. The Magician is all about harnessing your energy, your magic, your skills, what works for you, and being at one with the world. The Magician is a very hopeful, it's a very optimistic card. And if you've ever been limited by people, parents, teachers, guardians, whoever, that sort of said you must conform to a way, a belief system, an idea about something, the Magician is coming in to shake all of that up. You don't have to answer to anybody else apart from yourself. Make your world work for you, make it work on your terms. The Magician is coming alive with that new magic and that higher power of acceptance for self. So this is a really, really powerful time to be authentic, to stay true to your belief systems, your principles, your values, how your world works for you. Okay, so the Magician, like I say, has a very rare gift that nobody else can sort of just take or tap into. It's about weaving and spell casting your own magic and being at peace with that. So, like, I don't know how to word it exactly. It's a little bit like with readings. We all have our own way, our own techniques that we use, and our ways that we sort of do our work. And nobody is above another, or nobody is better than anybody else. It's just different styles, it's different versions of that magic through divination. So that's an example. So in your world, whatever you need to harness, whatever you need to sort of create and sort of just kind of give acceptance to sort of flourish and grow, give yourself the acceptance for these things, because they can mature, it can all come good for you. Whatever your careers, your ideas, maybe mini projects, maybe it's personal stuff as well. Before we can sort of show the magic to the world around us, we have to stop and acknowledge what we hold within inside. So if you're battling internally, the Magician wants to sort of help you with that, make peace and celebrate your quirkiness, your maybe weirdness or uniqueness. See those as gifts as opposed to misgivings. So I hope you can make sense of this. Going to leave these cards with you. Stay safe, stay well, have an awesome week ahead, guys, and I'll catch up with some of you lovelies very soon. Take care. Bye for now.